Shabbat Shalom, everyone. How beautiful it is that we can all be together today. It's really a blessing. I invite you to take those Sidurim prayer books. If you're in the first row, they're in front of you, kind of behind, yes. And we're going to share, so it's about every other person will get a prayer book. And we're going to turn to page 188 to sing a couple opening songs together. Hine Matov, how beautiful it is to be together on this day to celebrate Liam. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim 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 shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov, hine Matov, yalalai, yalalalalai. Hine Matov, yalalai, yalalalalai. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. We're saying on page 188 now, Hidhuli Share Tzedek Avovam Odleya. Lord, prepare me. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Pithuli, Sharet Tzedek Avovam Odeya. Pithuli, Sharet Tzedek Avovam Odeya. Lord, prepare me, Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Pithuli, Sharet Tzedek Avovam Odeya. Pithuli, Sharet Tzedek Avovam Odeya.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I'm Rabbi Paul Kipnis, Rabbi at Congregation Or Ami, and like so many throughout Los Angeles County and actually the Southland, I'm out of my home. Congregation Or Ami is that way, well, there's the freeway, so that way? Is that way, probably not more than 15 miles, but whatever. We're out of our home. I think the power is going back on either late last night or today, but we haven't been able to check out the synagogue. And we are so thankful that Rabbi Josh Aronson and Mike, their director of operations, opened up the synagogue and when said, you can have your services here. Actually, 4 other synagogues said the same thing. We came here because I know it well. My friends are leading here. They have the prayer books we use because Lisa works here also as doing music and teaching, our rabbinic intern who's also our soloist for our services. How many of you have been out of your home sometime in the last couple of weeks? Oh, luckily, just a handful. I'm glad you're here with us today. People are wandering all over. Last night, for the first night since the fire started, we were out of our house, both because the fires were right up at the top of the hill, maybe that way, over where our house is, and also because I wanted to get a good night's sleep, so I was ready for the important stuff, which is your bar mitzvah. A poem. A flicker in the endless dusk, a spark that whispers, not yet lost. Beneath the ash of dreams lifelong, a stubborn ember, frail but strong. It dances through the choking smoke, defying winds that would revoke its fragile right to blaze anew, a beacon for the shattered few. The world may press with heavy hands, may scatter stone and barren sands, but hope, though burning, never dies. It smolders soft in weary eyes. Overnight, as fears are cultivated, it refuses to be evacuated. A quiet hope to heal the earth. Through morning's light, it finds rebirth. We are here, finding rebirth for our souls in the midst of the fears, the worries, the anxiety, the questions. We're here. And though we will keep, at times, reference what's going on out there, for the moment, we're in here. And we're in here with a family that needs some joy. It was just a couple of months ago that we were gathered together, so many of you here, as we said goodbye to Al, to your grandpa, as we laid him to rest in November. And the tears will flow, and that's okay. And the loss will be felt, and his presence, let it be felt too, because he would be very proud of you, my man. And so, having practiced Torah in the holiest of spaces to rehearse for your bar mitzvah, where was that again? My kitchen, right? You can read about it, by the way. Jewish Forward wrote an article about it, quoted Tracy, and beautiful. Having practiced and practiced on Zoom with Lisa, we're ready for this moment. Shall we get going? In-N-Out Burger? Oh, no, it's a service. Let me call up Mom and Dad, Adam and Tracy. Join me up here. We're going to be using Adam's talit, which was Papa Leslie's talit. So you're going to come right here and stand right here. Nothing could keep me from being with you this morning. Nothing. Not the pain of loss, not people being sent all over the place, not the question of where we were going to be. We have 3 backup locations. Not the fact that I had to carry the Torah around from place to place to place to make sure it was here. Nothing could keep me from being here with you today, because you are the hope, you are the promise that goodness and blessing will come to this family in the midst of loss and sadness, to this world, this state in the midst of the fires, to this world as broken as it is, because you are awesome. So you feel the weight of the emotion, feel also the joy and the love of all these people. In a moment, you'll take this talit that's passed l'dor vador from one generation to another generation to you. When you put it on your shoulders, you will feel the love of these people. Feel the love of all the people gathered here and all you streaming in via the live stream. Feel the presence of the Holy One holding you. So turn and take the talit from the hands of your parents. And turn back. And let's recite the blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kadishanu b'mitzvah tov v'tzivanu lehitatef bat tzitzit.
Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, guide of the universe, who makes us holy with mitzvot and commands us to be here at this special moment. Do you remember the little baby you held in your hands? Who went from that to this? You, who stood up and went running. You, who got up and went crawling. You, who became a bar mitzvah before they're ready to let you grow up to be an adult. You are here. And we want to hold on to it for a moment. We want to thank God for giving us life, for keeping us in life, and for bringing us to this amazing, joyous moment. The prayer Shehechianu is on page
648.
648. If you know it, you'll sing along with us.
Baruch atah
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehekianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
We're on a journey like Abraham and Sarah were on a journey from what was to the blessing of what is. This is a great reminder, I forgot to say. If everyone will take out your cell phones, do it now, whichever phone is going off, okay? And if everyone will take out your cell phones and make sure they're off. I find that the cell phone that goes off in the service is the one that you are 100% sure is off right now. If you need to keep it on for emergency's sake, put it on vibrate, and if you have an Apple Watch, do the same thing. Just make sure the sound's off. And it's okay. We want to stay in touch. But more, we want to hold on to this journey. The journey from here to there, the journey toward blessing. Abraham and Sarah. I'm on page, what did we say, 648?
645.
645. Had a journey, and that's what you're doing now. Let's sing. Lechilach.
Lechilach to a land that I will show you. Lech lecha to a place you do not know. Lechilach on your journey I will bless you. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechilach. Lechilach. And I shall make your name great. Lech lecha. And all shall praise your name. Lechilach to the place that I will show you. L'simchat chayim. L'simchat chayim. L'simchat chayim. Lechilach. You shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. Lechilach.
Let's turn our prayer books now to page 224 and 25. This should be the Chatzi Kaddish. The Chatzi Kaddish is one of our prayers. I want to tell you a little bit about our prayer book. Every 2 pages is one prayer. So 224 and 225 are the Chatzi Kaddish. Our bar mitzvah, Liam, will be chanting the Hebrew in the upper right-hand corner of the right-hand page. You can chant along with him there, or chant along with the English transliteration, which are the words just to the left, Yit Kadav, Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah. If you want to know what the prayer means, the translation is right under the Hebrew. See it? Exalted and hallowed be God's great name. On the left-hand page, you'll always find English, usually English readings on the same theme, but that look at God or life or spirituality a little differently. You can look at those if you want. And then at the bottom of the page, under those thin lines, are commentary about this prayer specifically or prayer in general. So here's the idea. Every time we're on a page, look to try to find something that's meaningful. And don't worry, we'll announce page numbers so we all end up on the same page. Last thing I'll tell you is this. You know what makes everybody feel great? Gets the serotonins going? A smile. Try it. Everybody take a deep breath. Let it out. Again, take a deep breath. Let it out. Now, I want you to keep breathing. He's going to be much calmer leading up here if you're all smiling. And if you smile, they tell me I talk less, which is in your best interest because I can go on for hours. So smile if you're able to. I'm going to invite people to rise. That means rise in body if you're able to. If not, direct your heart to the Holy One. Let's rise for the Chatzi Kaddish as we join together.
Yit Kadav, Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divara hirute v'amli malute b'hayehon uv'yomehon uv'hayedaho be'Yisrael bagala uvizman kariv ve'imeru. Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mavara Le'olam olam me'omaya Yitbara v'yishtaba v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitala Shemei dekudasha brihu Le'ela min kol birata v'shirata tushbehata v'nehemata da'amiran ba'alma v'imeru.
We stay standing and turn to page 226 for Baruch Hu.
Lai lai lai, yilla 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 lai lai lai.
232 and 233 for Shema, the watchword of our faith.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
You may be seated. We turn the page and continue with Ve'ahavta, a continuation of Shema about love and strength on page 234.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meyodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anohi mitzaveha hayom al levaveha v'shinantam levaneha v'dibarta bam b'shivteha b'veiteha uvlekteha v'adere uvshokbeha uvkumeha ukshartam leot al yadeha v'hayu letotafot beineineha uktavtam al mezuzot beiteha uvishareha leman tiskeru ve'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yatem kedoshim le'Elohehem ani Adonai Elohehem asher hotzeti ehem meretz mitzrayim liot lahem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohehem.
Adonai Elohechem emet. We turn now to page 240 for Micha Mocha. And Micha Mocha is the song of redemption for the Jews. It's the song that we sang as we crossed the sea, going into the promised land, going into the desert really, to get to the promised land out of Egypt. And I think it's really relevant, especially right now as we see so many of our friends here in Los Angeles having to kind of have their own exodus. But you know what brings joy, just like this prayer that we do now? Liam does, as he sings this ancient prayer that people sang as they were going into joy. So we are going to find this joy through Liam singing Micha Mocha on page 240.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Mihi hamoha bailim Adonai, mihi hamoha nedar bakodesh. No ratahilo do seifele, no ratahilo do seifele. Shira hadisha shibu geulam leheshimha osvat hayam. Yahad kulam hoduvim lihu Adonayim lo leolam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya 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 la la
Liam, you are crushing it. This is amazing. We're going to enter our Amidah now, our standing prayer, so I'm going to invite you to please rise and turn to page 242 for Adonai Svatai, asking God to open our lips.
Adonai Svatai tifta ufi yagid tehilateha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Page 244.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rahel ve'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanara El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovim V'konei hakol, v'zoher hastei avot v'imahot, u'mevi gula livnei v'neihem, l'man shmo be'ahava, melech ozer u'mashiach u'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham v'ezrat Sarah.
Page 246.
Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mehayei hakol atah, Rav lehoshia, mashiv haruah, umarid hagashem, mehahel hayim behesed, mehayei hakol berahamim rabim, somen noflim v'rofei holim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, lishenei afar, mihamoha ba'al gevurot, umidomelach, melik memi, umehayeh, umatmiya Yeshua, v'nei amanata lehayayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mehayeh hakol.
You may be seated. We turn to page 250 for Vishamru, our prayer about keeping Shabbat. And Liam has chosen a beautiful melody that we typically don't do at B'nai Mitzvahs, but Liam is so excited about this beautiful melody, and I'm excited for him to sing it with you.
Shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam brit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam brit olam. Be'eni uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, asa Adonai, et ha-shamayim va'er haaretz. Uvayom hashvi shavat vayinafash, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam brit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat.
We continue to pray silently either the words through page 260 or those in your heart. When you are finished, we just sit quietly.
We are.
This is a moment of going chazak, chazak, from strength to strength as you move into these first steps on the path to adulthood. Lisa will sing this beautiful song about the journey you're taking. We'll go sit down.
May you go from strength to strength as you start this brand new chapter. May your days be filled with laughter and your nights be filled with peace. May you learn to sing a brand new song with those who join to sing along. These are the links that make you strong in your community. Chazak, Chazak, Mechayil El Chayil Nitchazek. Chazak, Chazak, Mechayil El Chayil Nitchazek. May you live to see the dawning of 1,000 new beginnings. Hear 1,000 angels singing, set 1,000 worries free. May you come to know that life moves fast. If you don't slow down, it goes right past. So cling to those who make it last. That's your community. Chazak, Chazak, Mechayil El Chayil Nitchazek. Chazak, Chazak, Mechayil El Chayil Nitchazek. May your heart be filled with wonder as you carry on your journey. May you never lose that yearning for the road that lies ahead. And even though that rocky road goes sometimes high and sometimes low, just know no matter where you go, we're your community. Chazak, Chazak, Mechayil El Chayil Nitchazek. Chazak, Chazak, Mechayil El Chayil Nitchazek. Shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Olivia, come on up. Thank you for coming to Liam's bar mitzvah. He's made the transition to adulthood with this show of love. Go home, let's go eat. Let's bring up our grandparents, Grandma Paula. And Nanny and Bobo. Louis and Roger. And Mom and Dad, you can come too. Stand right here.
Okay. You mean I can't go kiss him?
Go kiss him. We're going to rise now as we remove the Torah from the ark. To help us open the ark, we're going to call up cousins Bill, Aaron, and Larry. Bill, Aaron, and Larry.
Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, Udvar Adonai mirushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael, b'kedushato.
Liam, stay right there. You're good. Stay there surrounded by your family, by people who love you dearly, more than you can even imagine. Take a look out to this crowd. All these people who, thinking about everything that's going on out there, nonetheless prioritize being in here because they know this is a moment of growth, of transition for you, for this family, for all of us. It's a reaffirmation that Torah, that has gone through the fires of the Shoah, the Holocaust, and anti-Semitism, that Torah, that has traveled over oceans from community to community, following Jews, leading Jews, that Torah came here today, literally, this Torah came here today, alone, because that ark usually has a half a dozen Torah scrolls that have been evacuated. But this Torah came here to this synagogue today to be here with you and your family so that we can reaffirm that when we're lost and we don't know what to do, when we're afraid, when we feel endangered, we can hold on to this Eitz Chaim, this tree of life, and it will help us carry ourselves through. And you stand here surrounded by your family, and we bring in the memory of your papa, Leslie, who died before you were born, and your grandpa, Al, who died just a few months ago. They would be so proud of the young man you are becoming, as we all are so proud of the young man you are and the adult you are becoming. And so in a moment, we'll pass this Torah down, midor lador, from generation to generation. It is one heavy Torah. Heavy, not just because physically it is the heaviest Torah I have ever held in my life. But it's heavy because it reminds us that the world is heavy. That growing up and being an adult doesn't mean everything is unicorns and roses and rainbows. It's making tough decisions. The decision to show up. The decision to celebrate. The decision to believe and hold on to hope in the face of the fires outside. So we pass this down Lador Vador to you, because you will carry us through. You will carry us through.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lasok b'divrei Torah, Lasok b'divrei Torah. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues. Let us soak it up, let it all sink in. Sweet words of Torah, let us soak it up, let it all sink in. Sweet words of Torah, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lasok b'divrei Torah, Lasok b'divrei Torah. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongues. Mic on.
Well, we're here. How many people have ever seen a miracle before? Seriously? Anyone seen a baby be born? Okay, that's pretty miraculous. I mean, we know the science of how it works. It's kind of fun most of the time. But we don't know why it works sometimes and not others. We don't know when it works. Sometimes it happens when we're not least expecting it, but then we get this amazing gift. My son and daughter-in-law are going to have our first grandchild. I guess it's their child, but our first grandchild later on in the spring. That's a miracle. How many of you have ever known someone who has gone into the depths of addiction, but with the 12 steps or whatever made their way out to healing? Or someone who's been ill and the amazement of the treatments that they have found their way back to health? How many of you have ever been on the top of a hilltop or down by the beach at sunset? Anyone? And do you remember when the sky, once blue or white, it turns like pinkish, and then the yellows and the purples, and then, oh, that orange. It's like God with a paintbrush painting. I think I've said this before. Painting and saying, get your face out of your phone or your Apple Watch. Look up and see the beauty surrounding you. Be connected and held by the blessings that are. Look up at a young man who in the midst of everything is becoming a bar mitzvah. There are miracles surrounding us. And we can get lost in the pain. There's plenty of it. And lost in the worry. There's plenty of it. And lost in the mourning. We surely will. And lost in the loss. But don't stay there. Take your face and lift it up out of your iPhone. And look at the loved ones surrounding you. And look at the sky so blue, a little gray. It'll be blue again. And go down to the beach. Most of you live real close. And watch that sunset. Psh, it's a miracle. And this is a miracle too. As a young man takes words 2,500, 5,000 years old and doing what his cousins have done before him, but now in his own way, reads from Torah and brings it alive again. We're going to invite up a number of relatives for an Aliyah LeTorah to come up here on the bima to bless Torah, our spiritual source book. What you'll do is you'll come up and you'll stand right around here, and we have the blessings in Hebrew, English, and transliteration, and Farsi too, if anyone reads Farsi. And you'll do the blessings, and then he'll chant, and then you'll do the closing blessing. You'll give him a kiss, and you'll skedaddle. Don't leave, but just get off the mirror. So, Lisa.
Yes. So we call up Aunt Candace, Uncle Mark, Aunt Lisa, Uncle Robert, Uncle Mike, Aunt Christina, and cousins Ella, Mason, Paige, Maddie, and Charlotte. Nalamod, Eda bat David, Eliza, Miriam bat Eda, Mason ben Eda, Ruth bat Eda, Maya bat Eliza, Lila bat Eliza, Le Aliyah Harishona.
Adonai Hamrach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hamrach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai notei haTorah. Amen. Va'yehi Yaakov be'eret Mitzrayim sheva esrei shana. Va'yehi yemei Yaakov shnei hayav shiva shanim ve'erba'im umat shena. Vayikrevu yemei Yisrael lamut vayikra livno liosef. Vayomer lo imna matzati hein be'eneha simna yadaha ta'irehi. Ve'asita imadi hesed ve'emet al natik bereini b'mitzrayim. Vishahavti imavotai unsatani mimitraim ukvartani bigvuratam vayomer anohi esehid vareha vayomer hishava li vayishava lo vayishtahu Yisrael rosh hamita. Asher natan lanu Torah emes v'hei olam nata b'tokeinu baruch atah Adonai notei haTorah. Amen.
For our second aliyah to the Torah, we call up Grandma Paula, Nanny Lois, Bobo Roger, and we remember Grandpa Al. So please come on up. Na la'amod David la'aliyah hashniya. Baruch Adonai Habarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Habarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Amen. Vayihi aharei hadvarim ha'ele vayomer liYosef hine aviha hole vayika et shnei v'nav imo et Manasseh ve'Ephraim vayiged liYaakov vayomer hine bin ha'Yosef ba'eleha vayitazek Yisrael vayeshev al hamitah. Vayomer Yaakov El Yosef El Shaddai Nira Elai Balus Be'eretz Canaan Vayavera Oti.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'torenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten HaTorah.
Amen.
No lipstick.
Look at me for a second. Come stand here. Memory is such an amazing thing. People who lost their homes, the thing that's hardest is not the building, but all the things that remind us about all those cherished memories. The thing about moments like this is that we rush through them to get the words read or chanted and the speech done, that we forget to look up and look at the memories that are the people who hold the most cherished memories in all their forms, the ones from now and the ones from way back. And as memory drifts, which happens, we can still hold on to the love of people. These three people, plus your papa, your grandfather, Leslie, who died before you were born, and Al, your grandpa we called him. These are people who hold our repositories of memory, and even more, repositories of love. They'll remember some things and they'll forget some things. Some of that's age, some of that's the passage of time, some of that's what life throws at us. But look at these people. It's okay. They remember you when you were a little baby. They remember tucking you in. They remember loving you. And when they can't remember anymore, you will remember for them. You'll remember the love they shared, how they held you, how they went to games, how they took care of you. They might even have memories of your mom and dad when they were young and cool. They're still pretty cool though. Yeah, they're all right, yeah. And as I said to your cousins, these are the greatest gifts you have beyond everything else that people are going to give you. So take a look at them, each one of them, and make sure you spend some time telling them how much you love them and how much you value them again and again. and give him one more set of hugs and kisses, and we'll get going. Okay. And we'll go down. We'll step down now.
And for our third Aliyah, Adam, don't go too far. We call up Rachel and Adam, mom and dad. Or sorry, Tracy. That's your Hebrew name, my bad. Nalamod Rachel bat David ve'Adam ben Lev Shalom la'Aliyah hashliishit.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch
Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayomer Elai, Hinani mafraha v'hir betiha, untatiha likol amin, v'natati et haaretz hazot, lizar ha'areha ahuza olam, ve'ata shnei v'neha hanoladim leha, be'eretz mitrayim, ad bo'i eleha, Mitraim alihem, Ephraim Manasseh, Kirvin v'Shiman Yehiuli, Umolodeteha, Asher holodeteha Ariahem, Laha Yehiu, Al Shem Ahayahem Yikaryu, Benahalatam.
Benahalatam.
Baruch
atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. It's the moment we've been waiting for. Liam is about to be called to the Torah as a bar mitzvah for our last aliyah, our maftir. This is a big, big moment, and we wish him strength. At the end, we'll sing Chazak, Chazak, V'nit Chazek of calling him up. So here we go. Ya'amod hamaftir bachor bar hamitzvah Liam ben Adam v'Rachel Chazak, Chazak, V'nit Chazek.
Amen.
Baruch et Adonai hamavora.
Baruch
Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvara le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Va'ani bevoi mi padan meta alai Rahel be'eretz Canaan badere ba'od kivra eretz lavo Ephrata va'ekbere Hasham badere Ephrat hi Beit Lahem Vayar Yisrael epene Yosef vayomer mi ele Vayomer Yosef el Aviv Benaihem Asher Natan li Elohim Bazeh Vayomar Kahemna Alahai Va'avarahem. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayei olam nata b'tohenu. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Yasher Koach, Liam, may you have strength. Wow. Incredible. Beautiful job, beautiful job. I'm going to back up just for a second.
As we prepare to put the Torah away, just before we do that, we're going to sing a Misha Berach, a prayer for healing. A healing of body, a healing of mind, a healing of soul. We bring into our hearts all those who are struggling because of these fires, those who have lost loved ones, who have lost possessions, who have lost homes, those who are feeling the illnesses that come from all the smoke, and our own loved ones, those who are struggling with physical illness, emotional turmoil, spiritual struggle, mental illness. As is our tradition, I'll bring my hand around the room, and as I pass by where you're sitting, feel free to say aloud the names of those for whom you're asking for blessings of healing. Don't whisper them, because you can't catch what they have. But say it out loud so we can hear and support each other in this. So this morning we are asking for blessings of healing for all of us and all of them. Let's turn in our prayer books to page 371 as we sing together Misha Berach for healing.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
Amen. And so we're going to rise in a moment and dress the Torah and put it away to help us put it back in the ark. To help us dress the Torah, we call up Olivia. So you'll come right here. And to open and then close the ark, we're going to call up Aunt Nicole and Uncle George, Nicole and George, and bring that little one up too. You'll stand right at the ark. You got it. We're ready for you. Come on up. Everybody, please rise as we give honor to the Torah.
V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe.
Hold on to this. Get ready in a minute.
Shalom, 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 shalom. Eitz chaim hi lemachazikim b'tov hecha meushar. Eitz chaim hi
Put that over here.
lemachazikim b'tov
Pull it around front.
hecha
You'll get those two
meushar.
silver things right over there.
Shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of life to those that hold fast to it when all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life to those that hold fast to it when all of its supporters are happy. Shalom, 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 shalom.
And let's close it back to the middle slowly.
You may be seated.
Thank you. Yeah. Good. Thank you. No. You guys. Just look at him.
Liam, you did such an amazing job today. I'm so proud of you. You are the best big brother ever. I would never want any other brother but you. We have so much fun together. Even when we were stuck inside during COVID, you always knew how to make me happy and have fun. When I'm having a bad day, even if you are tired, you are always the first person to cheer me up. We have so many wonderful memories together. One of my favorites is when we used to pretend we had a restaurant in our play kitchen called the Franks. We'd make fake menus and serve fake food to our parents. I also loved when you would read me books before bed when I was little. And I especially loved all of the fun times we had on our family trips. Thank you for always protecting me and being my biggest supporter. I'm the luckiest sister in the world to have you as my brother.
Okay. Liam, my sweet boy. I don't know why. What an impressive job you did today. As we are gathered here with our family and friends, I'm filled with immense pride, love, and joy. This moment marks an incredible milestone in your life and in your journey toward becoming a Jewish adult. You absolutely shined on the bima. I'm in awe, but I'm not surprised. It's not an easy task, sorry. It's not an easy task preparing for your bar mitzvah. There are months and months of preparation required to learn to read from the Torah, chant tunes in a language you don't speak, and lead a congregation in service. But we both know that when you set your mind to something and put in the work, as we've seen here today, the results are undeniable. Today is a day to reflect on the hard work, dedication, and commitment you've shown in your Jewish studies. But it's not just about the months of studying leading up to today. It's also about how you've come to realize the importance and meaning of becoming a bar mitzvah. That in becoming a bar mitzvah, you are stepping into the responsibilities of adulthood, taking ownership of your actions, and embracing the values that will guide you throughout your life. I've seen you grow in so many ways this past year, and I'm confident that you will step into this next chapter of your life with maturity and grace. In fact, if these past few days have been any indication of your ability to handle situations with maturity, grace, strength, and a positive mindset, then I have no doubt of what you'll be able to handle. Liam, you have such a big heart and have so much love to give. Your heart seems to burst with love for your family and friends, and it's one of the many things I truly admire about you. It comforts me to know that you have this gift that will continue to bring you happiness throughout your lifetime. Your intelligent, social nature, outgoing personality, and sense of humor have always been evident. I've always told you that I recognize your smart wit at the earliest of ages. Even as a toddler, you seemed to grasp adult humor and sarcasm, which honestly amazed me. I could carry on conversations with you like you were an adult, even when you were just a little boy. I always had so much fun being with you because we shared real laughs like I would have with a friend, and it made our time together truly enjoyable. And as you've grown, I've continued to cherish the laughter and joyous times we have together. I treasure those moments when we are laughing uncontrollably and you'll spontaneously say, "I love our relationship." Those words warm my heart more than you'll know. I love that you have the contact name in your phone for both me and Dad as Mom best in the world and Dad best in the world. I, too, love our relationship and look forward to seeing how it will evolve as you grow into a young adult. Your basketball coach always tells you that you play the game with heart. I couldn't agree more. I see how you run down that court with fierce determination and toughness. Those skills will serve you well on and off the court. We all know that life is full of challenges, and everyone encounters struggles along the way. What truly matters is how you face and overcome those challenges. With every obstacle you've faced, Liam, you continue to impress me with your resilience, your strength, your courage, your heart, and your positive attitude. I have no doubt that whatever obstacles come your way, you will have the tools and inner strength to confront them. I am so confident in your ability to be able to tackle whatever life throws at you. Liam, as I look at you today, I am beyond proud. Proud of the young man you are becoming, the protective older brother you are, the wonderful grandson, the caring friend, and the loving son. Dad and I are truly blessed. Today we celebrate not just the completion of a ceremony, but the person you are becoming, a thoughtful, compassionate, strong Jewish young adult. I can't wait to see what this next chapter of your life brings. I know you will continue to approach life with the same love, strength, and heart you've shown so far. Liam, I love you more than words can express. I can't wait to be by your side and support you as you work toward your future goals and reach for your dreams. I love you so much.
You said you've never seen me cry ever in life, so today I might, on your bar mitzvah, give you a special gift. You saw me going before. Mom had the main course. This is a dessert. Liam Frank. I can't believe we're standing here today. What a ride these 13 years, and especially the last week, have been. I knew that I wanted to highlight a few special qualities about the person you are and the man that you are on your way to becoming. What I didn't know is that during this last week before your bar mitzvah, you would be tested so thoroughly yet again, and that those special qualities that make you who you are would shine through so brightly. Some of what makes you so special to me is your resilience, your incredible loving and affectionate personality, and of course, your love of sports. Your love of all things basketball, our beloved Aztecs, and your love for your friends, family, and that positive, and yes, sometimes wild spirit. I love when I hear that laugh, unless I hear that it's coming from one of your classes. Liam, you're absolutely the most resilient person that I have ever known. A few times this week, we didn't even know if we'd be able to get this done today. You were expecting a home game at Orami, and that became a road game over here, over there, and finally we ended up here at Temple Judea, thankfully. And you didn't let it bother you. You were just grateful that you would get your day. You kept your cool, hoped for the best, continued to prepare, and held it together even when most adults definitely didn't. You have worked so diligently, especially with Mom and also Cantor Kenny. Your studies went so much more smoothly than I ever imagined they could. Really. You showed grit, commitment, and what I love the most and surprised me the most was the joy that you showed in your preparation. Your mom and I loved watching you prepare for today. You showed that you really are very much on your way to becoming an incredible Jewish man, a mensch. Your grandpa has been gone 2 months now. He would be absolutely beaming today. But it wouldn't be just because you chanted so beautifully from the Torah. You have done what you always do. You showed up. You showed up for Grandma with all the love that she has needed over the last couple months, and you continue to show up for her every single day. It was a tough year for me too, and it's you, Liam, that I can always go to when I need a hug, some affection, or anything at all. You're always there for me, and you are a dream son in so many different ways. You are an amazing young man and such a blessing to your family and friends. Another thing that strikes me about you today is just how you tick. I remember being petrified to be in front of so many people, even to walk out when they announced my name at my bar mitzvah party. I love the way you've looked forward to your big day and embraced it. That's how it should be. I guess I should have expected no different from the guy that speaks at everybody's bar and bat mitzvah parties, loves to get up in front of a crowd, and is never afraid to be the guy to take the last shot in a close basketball game. I'll never forget you making those 3 3-pointers in less than 2 minutes to bring your team to a last-second win this last year. Liam, I'm so proud of the young man you're becoming, and I cannot wait to celebrate with you tonight. I'll be celebrating all the work you put into today, the affectionate, loving son that I have such a special bond with, and all of the incredible growth as a Jewish young man and somebody that so many people love and depend on. Mazel tov, Liam. I love you.
You're good.
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
We're now going to, having cleaned up a little bit, we're now going to go back to Liam's mother tongue and he's going to explain his Torah portion and the meanings he gets from this moment and this day. It's all you.
Shabbat Shalom. I have a very blessed life. I am blessed to be able to spend time with my friends. We have fun together, and I feel happy when I'm with them. I also feel blessed that I get to play a sport that I love, basketball. I love playing it, watching it, talking about it, and learning about it. And of course, I am blessed to have an amazing family. They are very important to me because they are always there for me. They love me unconditionally, and I love them. I am blessed that I can enjoy all of these things. Why am I telling you this? Because my Torah portion is all about blessings. My Torah portion, Vayihi, is in the book of Bereshit or Genesis. I chanted chapter 47, verse 28 through chapter 48, verse 9. My Torah portion talks about when our biblical ancestor Jacob was about to die. Jacob made his son Joseph promise that he would not bury Jacob in Egypt, where they were currently living, but rather would bury him next to his relatives in the Promised Land, which we now call Israel. And Joseph promised to do so. Joseph brought his sons Ephraim and Manasseh with him to visit their grandfather Jacob. Jacob reminded them that God blessed him, promising to make his descendants so numerous. When Jacob saw his grandchildren, he said that he wanted to bless them, so Jacob kissed and hugged them and blessed them. To this day, Jewish parents bless their children on Friday nights by asking that they be like Manasseh and Ephraim, whom Jacob loved. Rabbi Paul teaches that more than a person picks their Torah verses, the Torah portion picks the person.
I think my Torah portion is so perfect for me because, as many as you know, my grandfather Al passed away 2 months ago just when I started to write this Devar Torah. I have a very special relationship with all 4 of my grandparents, including Al. He would take me wherever I wanted to go. He always played wiffle ball with me. He always wanted me to sleep over at his house. He fed me with great food. We talked about sports together. He came to all of my games and was one of my biggest supporters. In truth, all of my grandparents love me and would do anything for me. They spoil me and tell me they love me and Olivia so much. I feel blessed by my grandparents. They have blessed me with unconditional love and support. They are selfless and would do anything for me and my sister and my cousins too. They give us the gift of time, prioritizing spending time with us over doing other things. They all would drop anything to come over and spend time with us, or when we were younger, to babysit us. As I looked ahead to my bar mitzvah, there were a few things I was excited about. First, I like to sing, so I was excited to sing the prayers at my bar mitzvah service. I also looked forward to holding the Torah because it is such an important part of Judaism, and Judaism is so important to me. It feels great to have all my family here with me, even though I'm kind of nervous leading all of this in front of you. For my parents, it was important I became a bar mitzvah because it is really a meaningful part of being Jewish. There are not a lot of Jews in this world, so it is so important to stay connected to our Judaism and pass it down l'dor v'dor to my future children. My great-grandfather survived the Holocaust. His whole family, his wife and 3 children, did not survive. When the war was over, he met my great-grandmother in a displaced persons camp. They had my grandma, and they eventually moved to San Diego. By becoming a bar mitzvah, I am keeping their memory alive, as well as the memory of all of those who died in the Holocaust. My bad. Being Jewish means a lot to me. I know how important being Jewish is, and I love knowing that I'm doing my part to keep our religion and traditions alive. I love being Jewish because it means getting to be a part of a great community. Many of my friends are Jewish, and I found that I have an instant connection with new Jewish friends that I meet. Being Jewish also means spending holidays with family. I love being with my grandparents, my aunts, uncles, and cousins. I look forward to our holiday traditions together, and of course, the amazing Jewish food, my favorite being kugel. Finally, I love being Jewish because it allows me the opportunity to become a bar mitzvah. I realized what an important milestone this is in my life. For my mitzvah project, I raised money in memory of my good friend Braden Hink, who passed away in May. His parents created a foundation called the Braden Cole Hink Foundation to help raise money to support families whose kids have cancer, so that the families can be at the hospital while the kids are in treatment. The foundation also supports scientific research to help cure pediatric brain cancer. My mom and I baked around 200 baked goods, from cookies to muffins, s'more bars, Rice Krispie treats, and brownies. My grandma and grandpa also helped by baking cookies. We put a table in front of the Calabasas Farmers Market where we sold the homemade baked goods. I am proud that we raised $750 for the Braden Cole Hink Foundation. Judaism teaches us that we are responsible for helping each other. That is the meaning of the values of tzedakah, or charitable giving, and Beker Holim, visiting the sick. It made me feel happy that I was able to help and to continue Braden's memory through this good work. One second. There are many. There are many. One second. There. Wait. Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
There are many wonderful people.
Take a breath, take a breath, take a breath. Look at mom and dad. Do it for them.
There are many wonderful people I'd like to thank. Mom, thank you for helping me study for my bar mitzvah. You've basically been a second tutor alongside Cantor Kenny. I also want to thank you for planning my whole amazing party. I especially want to thank you for being the best mom I could ever ask for and doing everything you can to make sure I'm happy. I love you. Dad, thank you so much for everything you do for me. You are an amazing dad. We have so much fun watching basketball games and every Aztec football and basketball game. Thank you for coaching me in basketball, baseball, and soccer throughout the years. You are always trying to help me be my best self. I love you. Olivia, you are the best sister I could ever ask for, and you are always there to support me. I love how you create cute dances, make up games to play with me when we're bored, and want me to play with you and your friends. All of my friends who know you think of you like a little sister because of how sweet, caring, and funny you are. Thank you for leaving the room when I need to study for my bar mitzvah, even though you really wanted to watch TV. I love you. I have wonderful grandparents, my nanny and my Bobo, my grandma and my grandpa, who is not here physically but will always be in my heart. I love you all so much. You are the best grandparents anyone could ask for. Thank you all for always coming to my games and supporting me through everything I do. Each of you have always made me feel so special. Thank you all for always taking care of me and watching me no matter what was going on in your lives or what you were doing. I feel so lucky to have you in my life. I will always miss my grandpa. I wish he was here today, but I know he was looking out for me and will always be with me. Being a part of Congregation Orami is very special to me. Orami welcomes everyone with open arms. It's a community where you feel like you know everyone and everyone knows you. I've always liked the fact that music is such a big part of Orami because I think that music helps you feel more connected to the prayers and feel more connected to everyone around you. The tunes are very catchy. The only annoying part is when I would practice for my bar mitzvah before a game and then I couldn't get the tunes out of my head while I was playing. Our rabbis and teachers are all very warm and welcoming. I've learned a lot from them and have loved getting to be here with all of my friends during the last several years of our Kesher Hebrew School. I want to thank my bar mitzvah teacher, Cantor Kenny Ellis, for helping me learn all of my prayers and my Torah portion and for preparing me for this important time in my life. Thank you, rabbinic intern Lisa Friedman, for playing such beautiful music at this service. You made me feel very comfortable as I led the service. I would like to thank Rabbi Paul Kipnis for helping me write this Devar Torah, for teaching me about my Torah portion, for supporting me throughout my years at Kesher, and helping me on this bar mitzvah journey. I want to thank everyone from Temple Judea for making it possible for me to have my bar mitzvah service here today. And I want to thank all of you for coming here to celebrate with us during the raging fires. You all mean so much to me, and I feel so lucky to have such wonderful family friends in my life. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Woo! Mazel Tov, Liam. Simen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simen Tov. Yehelanu, 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 U'Ho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, U'Ho Yisrael.
How do you feel? All right. How'd you do?
All right.
Pretty amazing. You have done it. You led us in prayers. You chanted. You taught us through your Devar Torah. You made us laugh. You made us cry. You made us think. You're a bar mitzvah, and we are so proud of you. And were this any other year, I'd have for you a bar mitzvah certificate to remember this by, and a gift certificate to go to Israel, good for $3,250 from the Union for Reform Judaism. A book to learn about Israel because it's a complex place. We have a gift certificate from Lomti, our high school youth group, so that you can join them for one of your first events when you get into 9th grade. But all that is somewhere back at the synagogue. We got the Torah, and we got you, and we got Lisa, and that's all we really needed. And so we'll get those to you. But I do have something that you can carry with you from here out into the world, and that's a special blessing. And so in a minute, I'm going to take this fantastic young man before the ark and to share some private words of blessing with him. During that time, I want you to imagine that you were standing in my shoes. What words of blessing, of praise, would you share with our bar mitzvah? I know that later on this evening at the celebration, you'll each find a moment to pull him aside, maybe his mom and dad, and Shep Nachas, share those words of joy. If you're streaming in, this would be a great time to drop into the chat your name to let us know you're streaming in with us, but also some words of blessing, of praise for our bar mitzvah. He'll take a look at them later on. And everybody here, let's sit back. We'll remain quiet, but think the words of blessings as Lisa chants a song, L'Dor V'Dor, about what we're doing, passing down our most cherished values from generation to generation. says,
We are gifts and we are blessings. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last. L'dor vador nagid God lecha. L'dor vador we protect this chain from generation to generation. L'dor vador these lips will praise your name. Looking back on the journey that we carry in our hearts, from the shadow of the mountain to the waters that would part. We are blessed and we are holy. We are children of your ways, and the words that bring us meaning, we will have the strength to say. L'dor vador nagid God lecha. L'dor vador we protect this chain from generation to generation. L'dor vador these lips will praise your name. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Ya, da, dai, 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 dai.
we're now going to turn to page 598 in our Sidorim, in our prayer books, 598 for the words of Kaddish. We'll take a moment in this moment of joy to remember those who have passed on. Their memory can warm us, their love can still inspire us. Some of you here are remembering your loved ones during this time of Kaddish. I'm going to bring my hand around the room, and as I pass over, my hand passes by where you're sitting. Mention loud the names and relationships of those you're remembering, like my Uncle Fred, my friend Sophie. So tonight, this morning, we are remembering may their memories all be for blessing. We rise as we are able and turn in our prayer books again to page 598 as we say together the words of Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah be'alma divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'agalau v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach leolam u'lomei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemed kedusha brichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata dameran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'rumav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. There's a prayer, a nighttime prayer we sing called Hashkivenu. Now usually we say it at night as we're getting ready for bed, but it happens to be one of the family's favorite prayers. We do it at the end of every service. I think Mommy grew up singing it at Camp Hess Kramer and singing to the kids at night in bed. And it's a nice, sweet prayer. I'm going to give you the words in Hebrew and English. So take your prayer books, close them, and just put them on your seats. If you're comfortable, you can put your arms around the people next to you. If it's not your thing, just put your hands like this and you don't have to. And I'll give you the words and we'll sing together. And as the smoke out there is kind of dark, it sometimes feels like night. This reminds us that we'll get through for day. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'Shalom.
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 V'ha'amidenu Shomreinu.
V'ha'amidenu Shomreinu.
L'Chayim.
L'Chayim.
Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha.
Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha.
Ufros Aleinu
Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha.
Amen.
Amen.
Here comes some English. Shelter us beneath thy wings.
Shelter us beneath thy wings.
O Adonai.
Beneath thy wings.
O Adonai.
Guard us from all harmful things.
Guard us from all harmful
O Adonai.
things.
My stairs.
O Adonai.
Keep us safe throughout the night.
Keep us safe throughout the night.
Throughout the
Till
night.
we wake with
Till
morning's
we
light.
wake with morning's
Teach us
light.
daily.
Teach us
Wrong
daily.
from right.
Wrong from right.
O Adonai.
Oh, Adonai.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Amen. Amen.
So when you go home today, you go to the party later on this evening at Woodland Hills Country Club, but when you go home today and you talk to your friends or you text your relatives and they ask us how you getting through, tell them how you're feeling inside. Tell them about the worry if you have worry. Tell them you're concerned if you're concerned. Tell them you witnessed a miracle today. That in the midst of the fires, in the midst of the smoke, in the midst of the fear, you saw us, you took part as we renewed our commitment to hope, to the fact that we will get through, we'll help each other get through. And if we don't know how to do it ourselves, look to a 13-year-old or a younger one or a little baby out over there. They're the ones we'll keep it together for, and they'll help us remember why we're here. And then we'll celebrate and end with a prayer again, thanking God.
Mazel tov, Liam. Amazing job. Amazing.
So we're going to make our way out the side doors to the back. We just need a second. We're going to pour some grape juice, and then we have some challah. We'll make motzi. We'll schmooze a little bit. And then usually you'd hang around for a long time and schmooze, but this building is actually closed. They opened it for us. So I want to make sure their staff and their security can get out of here back to their families. So let's go get some challah and some kiddush and celebrate.
Rabbi, may I give a thank you? Thank you
Yes.
to Justin in the back for doing our sound.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you for making sure
Thank
we
you,
can be here today.
Thank you, Live Control.
Thank
we
you,
sign
Live
on
Control.
off. Bye-bye.